Okay, we'll get started with Rob Thomson. First question, we'll start with Matt here on the right.
Rob, in the last 6 days, what has Aaron Nola proven with those 2 starts?
That he's a big game pitcher, that September doesn't matter anymore, that he's worth every penny. I mean, he's really something. He really is. He's cool as a cucumber and just gives us great starts. He's so consistent. I just can't say enough about him.
How did your pitching staff as a whole pull off what you just did here these 2 nights? Not just the rotation, but also your bullpen.
Yeah, between Wheeler and Nola and the bullpen, they just did a great job against a great club. I mean, I told the players in there, I said, you just beat a really, really good club. And, you should be happy about that. But we played the game the right way. We got good pitching. We had really good defense. We had a lot of unselfish at-bats. Guys giving themselves up, bunting runners over from second to third with nobody out to try and score extra runs. It was a complete team effort, and I'm really proud of them.
And what made you want to go with Sir Anthony in that spot? And how amazed are you how he responded in that situation with those 2 hitters at the plate?
Yeah, I like the power against those 3 guys, against those 3 right-handers, and Pujols hits the ball down the line, first hitter he faces. Pujols hits the ball down the line, and then he just settled in and got 2 punch-outs against 2 really good hitters. And I'm happy for him because I know that he's been a little bit of a downswing here the last little bit, but hopefully that makes him feel really good, gives him a lot of confidence moving forward.
Alex.
Harper has talked a lot about not missing his pitches, and then tonight he took the first pitch he saw out for a home run. How big was that for him?
Huge. I think huge. And, if he gets hot, we're going to be really dangerous. I mean, and so that's what we're waiting for, is for him to go on one of those streaks where he's hitting everything. And whether it gets there or not, I don't know. But if he gets there, yeah, it's going to be special.
And what can you say more broadly about how Bohm has played this series? He's made a couple of really nice defensive plays.
Yeah, he is a guy that has improved more within a year than I've ever had in my career. He really has. Not only offensively, but defensively, maturity-wise. Give a lot of credit to him, but give a lot of credit to Bobby Dickerson and Kevin Long for the work that they do with him on a daily basis. They keep him upbeat. They keep him confident. They tell him the truth when he's not doing well, and he responds. And a credit to all of them.
You're on the right.
I mean, it's kind of an unprecedented format, so nobody really knows how it's going to express itself. But I mean, how big do you think it is to take care of this in 2 games, give yourself an extra off day, not run out the bullpen?
Yeah, it's huge. It really is. And not having a pitch ranger tomorrow really helps. Not that we don't have other arms available, but and giving our position players an extra day is huge too. So yeah, I think that's, plus my ticker is going to be a lot better with not having to play tomorrow.
So how did you sleep on these last couple nights?
I slept good. I was good.
To have a home game, for the city of Philadelphia and for the organization itself, how big is that?
It's huge. It really is. They've been waiting a long time, and eventually we're coming home, and we got those passionate fans that are going to be there on our side, and so there's a lot of people involved, the organization, the city, and our players. A lot of these guys haven't been in this situation, and that's what I'm really proud about, is that there's so many guys that have never played in the playoffs, and they played really well. It's like the moment didn't get the best of them, and I'm happy about that.
Alden in the back.
Hey, Rob, when you took over and this team was 7 games below 500, did you see the makings of a team that could get this far, can win games like this? And if so, why?
Yeah, and I think we saw it in spring training. I mean, because we had a really good mix of veteran players, a few of them that have been in the playoffs and been in this spot, and the mix of the veterans with the youth, the young guys, the Bohms, the Stotts, and we really played well in spring training, and we just got off to a rough start. So, eventually we just started playing the way we thought we'd play, and we just kept playing that way. So that's how I see it.
Gabe in the back right.
Yeah, just what are some of your early thoughts on facing the Braves, a team that you're obviously very familiar with?
They're really good. They hit a lot of home runs. They score runs. They got good starting pitching. They got a good bullpen. They're well-rounded. They play good defense. Very well-rounded, just like a lot like this team. Cardinals are a good ball club. Atlanta's a good ball club, and they're the defending world champions. Until you beat them, they're the world champions. So we got to go in there. We got to play good baseball and play the way we played here in St. Louis.
Matt.
Suarez, Wheeler, Nola, and the NLDS.
Well, we haven't talked about it yet. We were just trying to get through this now, and there's a bunch of champagne being poured on everybody right now, so we haven't had a time to have a meeting, but eventually we'll get there. But Suarez is lined up as the next starter. So, but that's not set in stone.
And I know we've talked a lot about Eflin and his emergence, but he's pitching up back-to-back days here, something he's only done once this stretch, and this is about as high stress as it'll ever get for him. How impressed?
Maybe not.
Maybe so far.
Yeah.
How impressed were you with how he handled a very difficult situation there tonight?
Yeah, there's no heartbeat there. It just doesn't flutter. It just stays right there. And I trust him almost in any situation, obviously.
Rob, given the way yesterday ended with that ninth inning rally, 6 runs, did you think it was important in reference to Harper's home run, getting an early lead to keep your momentum going and to possibly keep them down?
Yes, I did. I thought that I was hoping it was more than 1 or 2, but I was hoping to get an early lead and see how they reacted to it. And but they kept having good at bats, so but we responded too with our pitching and our defense. But they had good at bats. They didn't panic. I didn't sense that.
And Harper's been like telling people before games, we are not going to lose this game. Like, have you heard him do that?
Yes. Yeah.
What does he do? Just walk around tapping people on the shoulder and
just
shouting it, or
walks
what?
around. He says, we're not going to lose this game.
Does he tell you?
No.
How do you read into that beyond confidence?
I think that's what it is, and it's just a message out there. We're not going to lose. We're going to do whatever we can to win this game. And I think that's a good message. I really do. And it showed with the unselfishness during the series with our position players and our pitchers. Every pitcher today came in, they said, whether they pitched yesterday or not, I'm good to go, and I'm good to go tomorrow if we have to play tomorrow. It's a great group. It really is.
We'll take one last one for Rob with Daniel here on the right.
Rob, I know before you guys started celebration, I think it was JT that you said how many left, and he said 11. I mean, how special was that moment, and just how important is that mentality for you guys moving forward?
Yeah, I think you set the tone. We got 11 games to win. You got to take one at a time. You can't get too far ahead of yourself, but the goal is at the end of the year that you win a World Series, and that's what everybody's goal is, right? So, I wanted JT to send the message. We got 11 games to win.
Yeah. Why do you kind of go to him for that message?
I'm an old catcher.
Was it set up previously? Did you do that in Houston?
No.
No, you said 13.
I
in
said
Houston.
13.
And you went to JT today, but he sounded like he knew it was coming.
He did.
Huh?
He did.
So you had a little setup.
I had a little setup.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where did you tell him?
In the dugout.
Coming off the
game.
field?
I said, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to ask you the question.
I'm going to tee you up.
Yeah. You let everybody know. We got 11 more to win.
All right, Rob, thanks for your time. We'll see you in Atlanta.
Thank you.
Okay, first question for Aaron. We'll start with Todd in the back.
Aaron, what are your emotions like having clinched on Monday to send the Phillies to the playoffs, first time since 2011, and then to clinch their first postseason series victory, 2 clinchers in 6 days?
Yeah, pretty quick turnaround, I feel like, but super excited. Everybody in that clubhouse, on that team, organization, everybody's super excited. Such a great series that we played here. Tom said it perfect. Just a bunch of unselfish guys, just to do whatever it takes to win a ball game, no matter what it is. It's a lot of excitement.
Did you prove anything to yourself, or prove anything more to yourself with the way you pitched on Monday and tonight?
I just wanted to, obviously knew what the stakes were, but I wanted to stay within myself and not try to do anything I haven't done all year, and pitch my game. And JT, he's called great games all year long, and especially tonight. And it's a great team win. Bullpen came in and shut the door. Scratched 2 big runs right there, and huge outs by the bullpen. F coming in with 2 guys on in that 9th, and getting that out to seal the deal.
Go Matt and then to Jim.
You threw maybe more curveballs than you have all season in the start. Was that part of your game plan going in?
I don't know. Game plan kind of changed. I guess JT saw something, that was working. Curveball was working early on, and then I felt like I kind of was hanging it a little bit after the first few innings, but they were hitting it right to some guys, and hit a few right to Bone. Bone had an outstanding game in the field. But awesome to have number 10 behind the dish. Worked really well together tonight.
And you've known Sir Anthony for a while now. What was it like watching him come in that moment there, and Pujols gets on, but then he goes through 2 MVP candidates and strikes them out?
Man, electric, really electric. Like you said, I've known him a long time, and he's had some ups and downs, some injuries, and coming back from Tommy John surgery. Still the same guy with the same stuff, nastiness, and those are some huge outs. Really big outs right there. Super happy for him.
Do you hear Harper before the game walking around telling guys on the team that you guys are not going to lose this game, or are you too wrapped up in your prep?
I heard him, yeah, I did.
What's he doing? Shouting it or just walking around and tapping?
He was just talking about it. But I was just kind of in and out in the clubhouse, kind of doing my thing. But I had come in for a few minutes, and I had heard him say it. But other than that, I was just trying to focus on what I needed to do.
In that 6th inning, you have to face Goldschmidt and Arenado. You strike them both out. I think 5 of your 6 strikeouts tonight with men on base. But when you see those 2 guys coming up, how do you kind of just keep it all cool? Because those are 2 of the most dangerous hitters.
Execute. So my main thing with those guys coming up with the whole lineup, execute my pitches, get ahead of them as best as I could, and try to expand after that. But they put together a couple good at bats against me, but got out of them.
You've been here a long time, and you went through a lot of tough seasons team-wise, and now you're going to get a first time back in the playoffs in a decade. You're going to get a home playoff game. How big is that for the team, the group of guys in that clubhouse, and even beyond that, maybe for the franchise?
Oh, it's huge. It's really big for our team, obviously, for the organization, for the fan base. It's been a while since we've had a playoff game back at home. Can't wait. But first off, we got to take care of business going into Atlanta. It's a good team. We played them a lot. We know each other really well. So the atmosphere is going to be electric, of course, and definitely look forward to it.
Tyler? Yeah, congratulations. You've got 40,000 people in the stadium, and they're all thinking about one thing, and that's Albert and Yachty and their career's over, or keeping their career going. You can't think about that, but does any part of you now appreciate that you were part of finishing their careers off? I mean, do you allow yourself to sort of understand the historical nature of the other side of this?
I mean, those guys' careers were unbelievable. What they did for the game, what they did for that organization. Obviously, grew up watching them. Grew up watching them all the time, and all the great years they had. And to face them is pretty cool, right? I faced Albert in 2017 for the first time, and pretty starstruck moment, to be honest with you. Obviously knew his record, and what he did for the game, but at the end of the day, they're another hitter that we're trying to get out, and that's all that mattered.
Gabe in the back.
Aaron, you were just talking about how you guys know the Braves so well. How do you think familiarity kind of plays a role in this series?
I mean, got to do the little things right. We've played a lot of games against them, and I've pitched a lot of games against them. So has a few other of our pitchers as well. For a pitching staff, it comes down to executing is the main thing, and trying to get that leadoff guy out. They can hit. They hit for average. Hit for power. They run the bases well. So I mean, do a lot of things well. So, but we also do a lot of things well as well, and we're definitely looking forward to that series.
Matt?
You mentioned Bohm real quick. What has it been like to watch where he was in April to where he was today, and the plays that he made and the confidence that he has?
It's pretty cool to see where he's come and how far he's come. I could just tell in the field how much more confident he is. I mean, the guy makes a lot of plays now, and I could just tell his demeanor at the plate, in the clubhouse, in the dugout. It's pretty cool, and it shows. And like you said, he had an awesome night tonight, big night, and made some great plays behind me too.